Hi, so it's Lyndon and Brett here. We've just finished doing the Leopard Trail and we thought we'd do a summer guide, the official summer guide to hiking the Leopard Trail. So here are 4 key things that you must get right in the summer. The first one is walk early. By the time it gets 10, 11 in the morning, it is up to 35, today was 40 degrees, and you want to be off the trail by kind of 10:30, 11. So that means on days 2 and 3 at least, you need to start walking by 5 in the morning at the latest. We actually started at 4:30. We woke up at 3:30 to pack our tents, have breakfast, get everything ready, and then we started walking at 4:30, which is when it started getting light, and we had a magnificent walk in the early mornings. It wasn't too hot, but you know, by 6, 7 we were already getting hot and putting on sunscreen. So you have to leave early in summer. You do not want to be on the trail at any time from about 11 till about 4. It's too hot, in particular in some of the mountain pieces. It'll be a killer. Brett, number 2?
Number 2 is water. I took 3 liters of water every day. Specifically on day 3, I didn't want to be out of water, and also knowing that there may not be places to fill your water bottles up on the trail. So prepare your water and make sure that you've got enough packed.
Yeah, listen, it's the beginning of 2017. The area is having huge drought at the moment. They normally get the most rain in this area over November and December, but there's only been about 5 or 6 mils throughout that entire time. So the water holes at midpoint on day 1, day 2 and day 3 are all dry. There's no drinking water on the trail, so make sure when you're at your campsites that you're filling up with 2 or 3 liters every day and take it with you. So number 3 is protect yourself from the sun. Even though you're going to be walking early in the morning, you know, the sun is boiling by the time it gets to 7, 8 o'clock. Our strong suggestion, Brett's wearing one of them. Go Baviaanskloof has made these really good technical material shirts. But no matter what shirt you wear a long shirt. I know a lot of people don't like hiking in long shirts, but summer in the Baviaanskloof, you don't want to be messing with the sun in terms of getting burnt. You know what we really enjoyed is if you have a technical shirt like this, either the ones Brett wearing or anyone, if you just keep it a little bit moist, it actually it keeps you cool on the whole trip. The water actually wicks to the surface, cools you down, and it holds that water for a long time. So you think it's a hot way of walking, but actually for most of us who were wearing technical tops like this, it was phenomenal. It kept us cool for even in the hot days when we were getting up to 35, 36 degrees. So protect yourself from the sun. Great hats, long sleeves. What I actually do is I wear a buff around my neck because a lot of the group we were walking with got burnt necks, and it actually doesn't make you any hotter. So just make sure you're very well protected from the sun. Number 4.
Number 4 is protect your feet. It's very, very important to make sure you manage your feet properly, manage your shoes properly. One of the big things is blisters. So if you are walking in shoes that you've already tried out and you've worn them in, it's a fantastic thing. And one of the big things is because of the steep downhills that there are on the Baviaanskloof, it's very, very important to have your laces tight so that your shoes are not slipping forward and slamming your toes into the front. You will lose toenails like that, so it's very, very important to manage your feet and your shoes and make sure that it's comfortable for the 4 days.
Yeah, listen, some of these downhills are very rocky, so making sure you've got the right shoes. Cut your toenails before you come. Some of those downhills really will give your feet a battering if you haven't really prepared your feet for it. Make sure you bring plasters for blisters. We certainly got a few blisters on this trip. So those are our 4 basics that everyone should do, and then we have a few opinions about things that you can do as well, but they're not necessarily the official truth to the Leopard Trail. Brett, about nutrition, what people should or shouldn't eat?
So one of the big things is I like to go out on a full stomach. I don't like carrying my food because then you've got all of these false sugars and all of that. So I like eating a proper full meal of real food, as little processed food as possible. So whether it's cereals or egg and bacon, whatever it is, to have a highly dense food before you set out, so that on the trail, whether it's 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours you're going to be there's very little that you need to do to add to that. So starting with a good meal that you don't have to take with you, for me, is a big thing.
Yeah, and remember, you're going to be preparing that at 3:34 in the morning if you follow our advice and go early. So really think through the night before to make sure that your breakfasts are ready. Everything else should be packed. Your so that you can just get up, pack your tent, sleeping bag and go. That's in terms of food. Carry food with you, obviously. If you do it our way, we didn't have to carry lunch because we were back at the next campsites by 10:30, 11, so we ate big breakfasts and then we just really took snacks with us along the trip and our water. It was a great way to do the hike. Any other opinion pieces that you have for people, Brett?
That's it for me.
Lekker, enjoy your hike. This is the official guide to hiking the Leopard Trail in summer. Have a lekker one.